This Fleet Equipment Unscripted interview is presented by Hendrickson, a leading manufacturer of heavy-duty suspension systems and components to the global commercial transportation industry. Visit hendrickson-intl.com to learn more.
Hey everyone, Jason Morgan, editor of Fleet Equipment. Welcome to Fleet Equipment Unscripted. Here at the TMC fall meeting, Decisiv announced VMRS Encoding. We're going to stop by the booth and learn more about that, so come along and see what we can find out. So you've announced the VMRS Encoding here at TMC. Can you just kind of give me a high-level overview of what it is and how it works?
Sure thing, Jason. Thanks for asking. So VMRS Encoding is basically Decisiv's ability to take a lot of information that's being captured on the service event itself. We've seen that a majority of our service providers don't do as great of a job as we would like to be able to get those operations encoded, to be able to provide as much information to the fleets. So we looked at it as an opportunity to be able to kind of fill that gap. So what we're doing is taking a lot of the details associated with the case, putting it through some machine learning models, and then creating a valid, accurate, consistent prediction for what the VMRS code key 31 value is, so the system code associated with the system where that work on the operation occurred.
Right. So, and this is at the dealer service level, right? So they go through their troubleshooting. When it goes through Decisiv, all that gets worked out.
That's correct. Yep. Okay. So it's fully reliant on the dealer, working on the Decisiv ecosystem for starters, having the case created, being able to kind of log details about that asset and the customer, but then through the diagnosis, determining what operations are needed to fix that asset based on their understanding. And then between that and other details that are captured about parts and other things, we're using a lot of that information on the case to then create that prediction of what we believe that system code should be.
Right. So, and that sounds like, as a fleet manager, that sounds great, getting all my kind of data in a row. I know it's one key code right now, but where do I see that? How do I access that then as a fleet manager looking at my service records?
Yep. So for initially, the product that we're looking at is providing an output file in a CSV format to them on either a biweekly or a monthly basis that can take that fleet's all of their operations that happened during that period of time, encode them appropriately, and then send them that output file. So it's something that's easy for them to be able to consume, manage, and even potentially upload into their FMS systems. In a longer term, we also are creating a couple of visualizations for the fleets as part of the Decisiv Discovery product that would allow them to see it in a more visual fashion. Where are their costs? What are my most expensive assets? Where is that money going through the use of the operations, the costs captured through the Decisiv platform, and the VMRS encoding that we're putting on those operations.
Right. Okay. So, and I wanted to step back real quickly because you mentioned the Decisiv Discovery platform. What is that again? Can you let me know?
Yep. So Decisiv Discovery, in a nutshell, is basically a set of actionable insights or an environment or product where we're able to kind of put actionable information in front of our customers. In this case, the initial area that we're focusing on for Decisiv Discovery is for our fleet customers. So we plan on having a variety of kind of dashboards and reports and things of that nature that are aggregating critical information for the fleets into a single place, making it easy for them to understand where are some of the areas they should care about, whether that's around costs, whether that's assets that are down for extended periods of time, things that require their action through the platform, as well as just, again, better understanding of where their VMRS codes, where their costs going associated with the assets that they have on the platform.
Right, and it's like, even just thinking about it, I mean, it would be a new platform named to fleets, but it's happening on Decisiv, which you're linked into a huge network of service providers. I mean, you just announced Freightliner is the latest OEM. So it's really service that's already happening that the Decisiv Discovery just kind of gives you visibility into.
Absolutely. Yep. So we're already leveraging all the power of all the integrations that we have, over 750 different integrations to different systems. There's about 5,000 or so service providers that are on the platform today. And, through collecting all of that information, we're finding new ways to, generate value out of that information and get it in the hands of the customers who need it to make good decisions.
Right. So even if you're doing work across OEMs or different dealers or different even service networks that are part of Decisiv, it's like a window into all of that.
Absolutely. Especially for the fleets, it's being able to see, the servicing across all their assets regardless of the type of asset or where it's being serviced.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for taking the time.
Not a problem. Thank you, Jason.